Zombie apocalypse.
What is up, guys and gals and guys? Spac3Unicorn here, and that's right, you saw it correctly. It is me versus Southwest. We're going to get in here, we're going to play these matches, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to tell you guys how we played them. But first, please do me a huge favor. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. This video took a long time to do, and it's just fantastic company made this a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get in there. First, we got to get into the rules. Rule number one, lineups are drafted by each player. This basically is to ensure fairness, and nobody can basically max out a card. Rule number two, each player gets a pick, then can block a card for their opponent. 3 matches on each player's host. Mutually blocked cards are Volcano, Stella, Zap Girl. Just to put that in perspective, so if, let's say, South drafts Jet and blocks Unicorn, I can't use Unicorn. But in turn, I could draft like Duncan and block the boss. You see what I'm saying? Let's go into just the basics, how that's going to work. It's going to be really interesting because it is very, very draft oriented. It's going to who has the better strategy coming in and who gets the card that they really want. I will say this out of the rip. I wish I could have recorded the audio for me and Southwest talking here, because he was picking every character I wanted. Literally, the first thing he did was block Queen Unicorn. I wanted Unicorn so bad, and he blocked him. Then he turns around and blocks freaking Crystal. Oh, here, I'll just show you everything. So I drafted Polka, blocked Duncan, drafted Andro, Marco Polo, Scrapper, Dr. Crow, Duality, Hannibal, and Hakairo. I have blocked Duncan, the boss, Takeshi, Saburao, Ronin, Tankbot, Arkin, and Smoker. Southwest drafted JB, Jet, Lucha, Desper, Lollipop, Bobbler, Blot, and Ollie, and blocked Unicorn, Crystal, Hunter, Sejeki-chan, Quarterback, Frost, Striker, Katrina. Ooh, that's a long list, guys. He literally blocked every character I wanted, just one pick before me. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into these matches here. We're going to talk about them, and there may be a little surprise coming at the end. We'll let you guys see it though. So let me get this lineup set and let's get in there. Alrighty, guys, this is match number 1 against Southwest. Southwest is one of my favorite fraggers. I would say he is my favorite fragger right now. Reason being, it's just me and him go way back. This is 2 people, early beta players, who are ready to go at it like always. Now, I did pick Dr. Crow. My interesting thought here was maybe I can heal my lineup, and Dr. Crow really is very, very pesty to get rid of. So I'm hoping I can use that to my advantage. Now, he does get a heck of a push here through. I did pick Scrapper, which enabled me to kind of... This was annoying. He did this so well. He just sat there with his Lucha and really kind of kept me cornered in the aspect of I had to wait on him to make a move because he was in such a good position with that Lucha and just keeping that card alive. Great play on his part. I wouldn't expect anything less from this particular individual. Now, we got a nice little push going here. It's so much fun whenever I play Southwest, because like I said, me and Southwest have played so many times. Like, people don't understand. Like, back whenever I was really grinding Frag, and Southwest was really grinding Frag as well, we would probably play each other 20 to 30 times a night. That's not a joke. That is a true story. That's how well we know each other's play styles and what each other wants to do. That's also why he knew to block my cards, because... yeah, I'm still salty over that one, South. I ain't gonna lie to you. He blocked every card I wanted, but it's okay. Now, as you say here, he has a real nice push going. The JB push right here that he's got, if his Lucha would have continued through a little faster, he would have had a heck of a push. Luckily, I was able to get that health pack, though, and I was able to detain the cards he had on the field. I missed this meatball. That's just unfamiliarity with the Marco Polo. This is something that happens if you don't familiarize yourself with the card. Thank goodness Andro bailed me out there, because he had a push coming. I will say the one thing I have in my advantage is that Scrapper. This match really is much closer than you think it is. The thing is, the Scrapper just kept my towers just alive long enough that I was able to get some pretty nasty pushes going. And realistically, there's no cure for ability to heal a tower. So this first match is just kind of it's very, very interesting. Like, if you play somebody enough, you kind of learn to what's the word I'm looking for? You kind of learn how to predict what they're going to do. So, like, I knew what Southwest wanted to do, and I think he knew what I wanted to do. Then it comes down to execution. Execution of the plan that you have established is always extremely valuable and extremely useful, especially whenever you're against a skilled player such as South. And like I said, I have all the respect in the world for this individual. He is, like I said, realistically, guys, Southwest is a legend. And I don't know how else to tell you guys that. If you guys don't know who he is, you need to look up your Frag history and look at the top of that celebrity board. He pretty much holds any statistical records you want in Frag. If you want most wins, you want most hours, you want highest on the celebrity list, that's Southwest. Highest Metascore, Southwest. Do you want me to keep going? You get the idea. I have a few records of my own, though, so it's just mine aren't longevity records like his. So that's it's just one of those things, and like I said, it's so much fun, guys. Right here, we got a nice little push, ended the match, good win, much closer than the score shows because of my scrapper pick. Thank goodness I picked him. He really comes in handy later on. You guys will see what I mean. Let's get into match number 2. Alright, match number 2. I changed up my lineup a little bit. We kind of both decided to change up our lineups a little bit. There's a reason we drafted 8 cards, and that was so we could make switches, trying to figure out a chink in our opponent's armor. I saw some things that I didn't like from my lineup against Southwest, but there was also a lot of things I liked. So I kept the core of it and I just added a Polka. And this was mostly to get that range shot. I am not a bad Polka, so I can kind of float around and do a little bit of chaos with the Poke Hunter. I also added Duality. Duality is really, really good if I can build the Essence, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Oof. I'm so glad I got that off before he got the mine on me. That mine would have been nasty. It's just one of those things, guys. Southwest is actually an extremely good JB. If you haven't seen, you should know by now. He genuinely is a good JB, and I wanted to get that card off the field. Now, we are going to get a tower here with the Poke Hunter. That is a huge win for me, the fact that I was able to get a tower with Poke Hunter, because it kind of put me in a position of power where I was able to make the choice. Great play there by Southwest to float back instead of coming around the tower. I was ready to ult him if he came around the tower. Now, unfortunately, I think he probably had a minor lag spike right there, which caused his Desper to be unable to hit those shots. Now we're going to get on this next tower, hiding from his Jet here, because I don't want to do Poke versus Jet right now. And that's why. South is a nasty Jet player. Now, at this point, I go to Duality. Duality was kind of my falling out card. Basically, if things were starting to go wrong, I was going to grab Duality and try to get that Essence built up and use that card to kind of slay out, because she is capable of inflicting silly damage numbers once she gets that Essence built up. Now, thankfully, South did not push me here. That would have been a pain in the butt if he were to have dropped down on me there, because I would have died. Realistically, I thought for sure I was going to die there when that Desper came through. But I decided to hold on to the character just on the off chance, because I was at full health. Realistically, whenever you play somebody, guys, it comes down to a bunch of decisions. What decisions make you the most effective? And realistically, by little things like deciding to stay on a character or switch off of a character, make all the difference in the world whenever you are dueling somebody. South decided to be really pesty with that positioning. Oof. I'm just like looking at it like, oh no. I'm so glad he didn't hit that. I actually messaged South after that because I knew what he was going for. He was going for that stinking JB montage clip off the jelly pad with the mine, insta-kill the Duality. Dude, I would have been able to show my face for like a month if he hit that shot on me. I ain't gonna lie. Good bubble on the Lucha. He goes to split push. Another good decision. If he were to have had a different card there other than Desper, that would have went even better. Desper is just kind of floundering around a little bit for him. So it actually worked in my favor. Realistically, I noticed that South started to get more and more effective on his pushes, is the word I'm going to look, as the games went on. This is just the 3 matches that were on my server. There will be 3 matches appearing on Southwest server. You guys have to go subscribe to him, though, in order to see that, because they will not be appearing on my channel. Make sure you do, though, guys. Like I said, Southwest is a legend. You got to be part of it. You just do. Wonderful individual to talk to, so on and so forth. Good win there. Nice job, South. Let's get into the final match of our 1v1. Alright, final match. Southwest has put Ollie Blot in. This was a big switch because it got the Desper off the field. This enables him to really kind of put that tower damage down. Now, I decided for some reason to play Hawkairu. Hawkairu is a really good card. I'm just struggling right now with my tracking. So I don't know if this was the right decision on my part necessarily. But he is an extremely good card, and it really does show the fact that he can really just kind of hang out and slay with them. Now, this Ollie pick. South plays a very pesty Ollie, and realistically you want a splash damage character to deal with it. And I was just kind of trying to bait him down off this ledge at first. So I used my ult here, and South countered by going the opposite direction. Luckily, the Hawkairu ult lasts a little bit longer, so I'm able to push him off the tower with the additional damage there. And like I said, that's just good heads-up gameplay. Now, at this point, I've made the decision I'm going to let his Ollie alone, and I'm not letting his other cards get down here. I don't want that Lollipop getting here. I don't want that Lucha getting here. That's just too much to deal with at one time. So I decided I'm going to slay these out. I'm going to let Ollie be dealt with from the AI. Hopefully the AI can get him. Maybe a lucky meatball. That's all I need. Alright, there he goes, right across the top with that Ollie. Like I said, it's just Southwest being Southwest, guys. He knows how to play these cards. It's just one of those things. Like I said, if I was not familiar with this guy, with this individual player, I would be really in a lot of trouble here. Now, this was a good decision on my part, but he hit the stun. Great job. That little tiny juke, guys, makes all the difference in the world. Little things like that, they just add up. They really do. And at this point, I'm starting to feel a little bit of pressure because Southwest has a nice little lead, and he's a very capable player. So it's like, all right, I got to get some damage here. So I push Hawkairu over, instantly start getting lit up by the JB. JB's AI is so underrated. I don't know how long people are going to sleep on that card, but they need to stop. They really need to stop. Let's get over here and get this tower. Now, I have to get this tower. He has cards on my tower. Luckily, I had the Hawkairu ult there to work with, which enabled me to basically trade towers with him. At this point, I have the slang advantage, and I have that in the back of my head, whereas I have more kills on characters than he does. So at this point, I'm pushing up to the main tower. Now, what South does here is dirty. He grabs Blot, and he times it so well that as soon as I stand still from the ult, he hits the shot. That is just so well timed on his part. Exceptional play, South. Now, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, he's got a push coming. I've got a scrapper. Scrapper in a dream, baby. Scrapper in a dream. Now, I sat here, guys. I am not kidding you. Just fighting this freaking Ollie Lollipop, and I'm just like, heal the tower. Heal the tower. Okay, back up. Where's South? Where's South? Where's South? Okay, there's Blot. Oh, no. Now, at this point, I'm like, hide. Don't let him make me. I'm so glad that Blot stayed in ink form just that extra second, because it allowed me to get back here and get this card off the field, because dude, he just was not going away. South did not want to die in this match at all. Here comes the Lollipop play. I hit my shots with the scrapper, which is excellent. Got the frag, and at this point it's pretty much over. South knows it, I know it. Phenomenal player, guys. Go check him out. And as I stated, as you guys are about to see, there's 3 more matches to this series going on, and they're going to be on his host on his channel. Link to his channel is going to be in the description below, and it's going to pop up in the top right hand corner, so be sure to go check him out, guys. Let's get him to 5,000 subs so he can get part in the partner program as well. He is fully deserving of this. Just tell a friend, guys. Come check this out, see what you think, and I'll see you legends next time. Bye bye, everybody.